watching Thrifty Kaniffy. Hello everyone and welcome to Thrifty Kaniffy. Well, we're going to be looking at a queen knife today. This one from the Winterbottom bone series. Here's the box. Got the orange box with the queen logo there and navy on that side. Just plain on each of the ends. On the bottom we've got the cancer warning. Country origin is China. Model number is QN64WB. This is a magnetic style closed box. Got some desiccant in there, cut out for the knife. And what are we looking at here? We're looking at the Queen Winterbottom bone canoe, and it's 3 5/8 inch closed length. And take a close look at the exterior. Got the Winterbottom bone scales. Of course, that Winterbottom bone is a specific type of jigging, and they've done a good job replicating that. Got the round queen shield there with the crown and the queen script. Nickel silver pins, nickel silver bolsters, and they're plain. No threading or anything on the bolsters, but they've got good transitions to the handles. The pins seem nice and smooth, and the shield is well inlaid. Let's get a good look at that bone. See the color transitions and the jigging on it. Yep. And on the back, very consistent. Of course, it's been machined, so it should be pretty consistent, but the coloring is done really well. It's consistent as well. Front to back. Again, nice smooth pins and transitions to the bolsters. So I'm happy with the handles. They look really attractive. This knife is $12.39 on Chicago Knife Works. Let's look at the bottom here. Just a single spring design on the canoe. Got brass liners here. Gapping seems to be pretty minimal. Just a touch right here. You can see that. Just a smidgen. But it's pretty mild. Looks really good. So I'm happy with the construction on it. Of course, the canoe pattern is supposed to cover the tops of those elbows of the blades there, and it doesn't really do that as well as some other canoes. So that may be bothersome to some. Really is sort of a design feature of a canoe, so to not have that completely covered might be objectionable to some. It's just mildly above the bolster, so it's not super prominent, but maybe you would like to see the blades get tucked down in there a little more. But let's have a closer look at the blades. We've got match strike pulls and half stops on this. The pull, I'd say, is ideal, right at about a 7. Yeah, pretty good lockup. Nice little snap on both sides. Got an etch on the blade that says Queen Steel. Of course, that logo there with the Q and then Queen Steel. Got the match strike pull on this. No swedging. Look at your blade edge. Not as even as it could be. Gets a little thin as it moves down. But doesn't need to be, they didn't get too carried away. There are a few scratches on this blade as well, I've noticed. Not perfect finish on it. You do have satin, more of a satin finish on these blades. They are close to mirror, but not quite. So the polish is just shy of a mirror finish. There's your Ting etch. Just says Queen. I can get it positioned in a way you can read it. There you go. And on the back, we got 440C steel designation in China, the country of origin. And there again, you can see that the blade grind, edge grind's not perfect, not ideal. A little thicker down here, but it does seem to cut well. I give it a cut test, and seems slicey enough. So I'm not going to complain too much about the grind on it. There again it is, and there's a good look. 440C China. So pretty happy with the shape of the blade. Nice spear point, which you might expect from a canoe for the main blade or the master blade. So kind of attractive looking blade. Let's look at the measurements on it. We got right about 2.5 inches full length, cutting edge just shy of 2 1/4. Again, half stops, good pull, about a 6, or I'd say a 7. So happy with that. Good action. Good action on that blade. Now let's look at the secondary blade. Again, nice pull. Again, 7, I'd say. Good snap on the close. Got the match strike pull there. Again, the Queen Etch logo there on the tang. There's a look at the blade grind. Much better on this blade than the main blade, in my opinion. Much more consistent and even. And just plain on this side of the tang. But a nice attractive pin blade on that. Again with the half stop. So pretty happy with the lockup of both blades. Good action on both. Might be just a touch of blade rub. It appears that the back side of this blade does have a little bit of blade rub, as you can see there. But it's minor, and it's not creating an issue to close the blade. Probably has more to do with the push rub than the action of the blade. You can see that it is pretty tight in there. Just a single layer, just a single spring, and they are crinked just a bit to accommodate one another. The secondary blade, I believe, has got a little more of a crink to it than the main blade. You can see that the main blade has a much thicker stock at the top than the pin blade, and it's offset slightly, so just a little thinner here at the tang side of the blade, but pretty stout. There you can see it kind of is offset there. Good look at that profile. But yeah, just another great addition to the Winterbottom Bone series. I've been really enjoying these knives, Barlow in particular. I guess really just the only negative is the exposed elbow there of the knife. You would like to kind of see that copperhead style bolster cover up the complete blade and make it nice and smooth going in and out of the pocket. And that's something that a lot of people enjoy a canoe for, and one of the reasons why they appreciate it. So it would be just a nice thing to have that be complete on this knife, but just a little bit exposed there, just enough to kind of be able to feel it. But the overall finish is, very nice. It's smoothed over. Those elbows aren't real particularly sharp, or they're not like cutting on me or anything, but you can feel them, and they might catch a little on your pocket, but no gaps or anything like that. The pins are smooth, so finish is nice. You don't have any hard edges along the corners of the handles, so that's nice. This part doesn't have that edgy cut steel feel on the bolsters when you rub your hand across that. So yeah, very comfortable in the hand. You got 4-finger grip, kind of a natural spot to put your finger here, and then you can come up here as well, so kind of have a double option there. On the back, you can see I'm just able to get that 4th finger on there slightly, but up here much more comfortable in terms of having my whole hand on there. And doesn't seem to be really any kind of a hot spot when you're operating the main blade. Now, might be a little different story when you're using the secondary blade. Not quite as comfortable. Obviously, this part of the blade is kind of digging in your hand if you're hard using that, but you do have plenty of room on that blade as well if you want to pull up a little bit. And with a good snap and pull on it, good pull strength, a lot of confidence to use either blade. So pretty happy with that. And so I would recommend this knife if you do like canoes, and that little feature there doesn't bother you too much with it having just a little bit of a blade outside the channel there. But that's going to do it for my review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, the price on this one is $12.39. You can get it at Chicago Knife Works. I recommend getting it there. It's quite a bit more expensive, actually, on Smoky Mountain Knife Works. So shop for it there. 440C blades, 3 5/8 inch length. Model number again is QN64WB, the Queen Winterbottom Bone Canoe. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for me. I hope you enjoyed the review. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell to be made aware of videos when they drop. We'll see you next time. Take care.